Good morning, everybody. We'll call to order our December 5th, 2022 special meeting of the Mason County Board of Commissioners in order to adopt the 2023 budget. We'll begin with our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good. Moving on to item number 3, roll call. The clerk will please take roll.
Commissioner District 1, Randy Netherland.
I'm here.
Commissioner District 2, Kevin Schutte.
Here.
Commissioner District 3, Sharon Trask.
I'm here.
Moving on to item number 4, our public hearing to consider adoption of the 2023 budget for Mason County, and ask Jennifer Byerly to please brief.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So this public hearing is to consider adoption of the 2023 budget for Mason County. Copies of the 2023 preliminary budget were made available to the public on November 21st, 2022. And the changes that were made since the 2023 proposed budget was published online include: in the general fund, the Treasurer's Office revenue, property taxes, we reduced the property tax line by $7,551 to match the levy resolution. And also in the general fund, in the Sheriff's Office, we reduced the machinery and equipment line in admin and moved $90,000 from that admin line to patrol for the underwater dive camera. And also in the Sheriff's Office, the patrol, we added $61,500 to the same line that we moved the $90,000 to for the Teradyne for the current expense portion. In the special funds, mental health tax, in revenue, we increased the property tax line by $3,029 to match the levy resolution. In the Veterans Assistance Fund, also in the property tax line, we increased that line by $4,524 to match the levy resolution. So that is the conclusion of the changes that were made, so pretty minimal. So the requested action at this time is recommended. There are 2 options. So we have option 1, which is move to adopt the 2023 budget in the total amount of $177,976,694. The general fund is $68,492,402, and that is broken down as follows. Beginning fund balance, $26 million. Revenues, $42,492,402. Salaries and benefits expense, $31,916,861. Operating expenditures, $15,256,512. And the ending fund balance, $21,319,029. And the budgeted FTEs in the general fund are 281.55. The total other funds in the proposed budget are $109,484,292, and that is broken down as follows. Beginning fund balances, $48,229,136. Total revenues, $61,255,156. Salary and benefit expense, $14,248,326. Operating expenditures, $65,622,474. And ending fund balances, $29,613,492. And total budgeted FTEs in the special and other funds are 128.46 for a total of 410.01 FTEs. So with that, that concludes the recommended action for option 2. The other option is to close public comment and continue the hearing to December 20th, 2022 at 9:15 a.m. to consider adoption of the 2023 budget. And before you make any motion, I just want to take this opportunity to say that there is a lot of work that goes into this budget, and it begins as soon as we adopt for the next year. And we all put a lot of time and energy into making this budget as open and transparent as possible to follow RCW 3640. And I just want to thank everybody that works here that puts time in, including you commissioners. And we have an amazing team of people and a lot of talent. And I just want to, take a moment to acknowledge everyone, especially our auditors financial services team. We've got Leo, Shannon, Michelle, Robin, Jenny, and then our own support services team. We've got Tony, Kate, Mark, Diane, and everybody else. So I just wanted to say thank you, everybody, for all the work that goes into this. So, any questions on any of this?
Commissioners, any questions for Jennifer? No. Okay. No questions from the commission. Any questions? There's no one in the commission chamber outside of staff. Are there any questions for Jennifer on Zoom? Okay, I'm not seeing any there. So with that, we'll close question period and move on to public comment. Again, I'll begin here in the chamber. If there are any members of the public in the chamber that would like to make comment, please do so now. Okay, no one here in the chamber. Any members of the public on Zoom or anyone on Zoom that would like to make comment on the budget for 2023? Unmute yourself or raise your hand. Okay, not seeing any on Zoom. Mackenzie, do we receive any written correspondence on the budget?
No, we did not.
Okay, very good. With that, I will close public comment on our budget adoption for 2023 and move to commissioner deliberation or a motion.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to move to adopt the 2023 budget in the total amount of $976,694. The general fund is $68 million. Boy, I'm in the thousands. If we can only go back that far, right? $68,492,402 with a total other funds of $109,484,292.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt the 2023 budget in the amount of $177,976,694. The general fund is $68,492,402, and the total other funds are $109,484,292. Commissioners, discussion?
Just real quick, want to thank everybody. Like Jennifer said, it takes a team, and it does start immediately following this for the next year. We had some really good discussions. All the departments came together and worked together, I felt, very well. And so this, 10 minutes of motion and briefing is nothing compared to the time that you guys have all put in. So I want to thank you very much for everything that you've done, you and your team.
So, we've thanked all the team the last few times we've come up, but Jennifer, I want to make a special thank you to you. I'll agree with everything you just said about everybody else, but also you. You deserve a great pat on the back. This has been a wonderful budget session. I want to explain to the public a little bit. This is one time where we have expended more than we normally do, but there's a reason. We have taken some pretty big beatings over the years to straighten out the budget, make it good, and put money away and have money in reserve, and to have a good ending fund balance. Because of that, we were to the point now where we had enough in ending fund balance. Something you've heard me say before is time to either expend it, create more services, or give it back. this budget, we're able to create more services such as law enforcement and stuff is what we've been talking about and dealing with. And I think that's something that the county can be proud of, that they are being not only good stewards of the money, but starting to bring even more services to the people to help alleviate their issues and their tensions. And I think everybody has done a wonderful job to get us to that point at this time. So I want to thank the commissioners for all that on behalf of my lower part of the community, but thank all of you for all that hard work that you've done, because we're in a good spot right now. We don't know what the community or what the world is going to be like next year, but for this year, we're in a good position, and we're in a good position to weather some storms that could take a few years. That's where we always hope to be. That's a successful budget.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll kind of echo those comments. First and foremost, thank you to Commissioner Trask and Netherland for the effort that you put into this budget, and of course Jennifer, you and your team, and Mark as well for working with all of the other elected officials and departments to put together a budget that is a responsible budget heading into 2023. As Commissioner Netherland mentioned, one of the highlights of this is we've continue to fully fund our reserves, so that as we watch what's happening economically in the broader sense, we're in a position to be able to weather some of the bumps that we're seeing economically, but we're also able to make some investments. And so being able to invest in law enforcement, being able to continue to work through contract negotiations with our bargaining units, being able to work on addressing our class and comp study on the non-represented side, working with the sheriff's office on a solution to the jail, both short and long term. We're very rarely able to do it all ever, but I think this year we're taking a very big bite out of the apple heading into 2023 to make progress on a lot of those fronts. And then I think the other thing that's worth noting, that our fund balance is healthy, but we're building our fund balance without raising the county's portion of your property tax. This is the third budget in a row where we've been able to hold the line on the county's property and road tax. And so where and when we can provide a little bit of relief for families in our community through the property tax, we're taking that opportunity. And we wouldn't be able to do that if it wasn't for, frankly, for the first time in my 6 budget cycles here, that we saw such a responsible preliminary budget come to us. This was a year where elected officials in other departments recognized kind of the state of things in our county and in their offices, and brought to us a really responsible and reasonable preliminary budget. And so I think to the extent that makes life easier for our staff, it certainly makes life easier for commissioners as we get down into this part of the year. So just a tremendous amount of thanks and gratitude. For Mason County, this is your money, and we will do our very best to spend it wisely and in line with the values of our community. And so thanks, Jennifer, thanks staff, and it's a good process. Thank you. With that, are there any other comments? Okay, hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? And the motion carries. With that, we have no more items to come in front of us in this special meeting, and I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I'll second.
It's moved and second that we adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? We are adjourned. Congratulations.
Yay.
You did it.